today's subscription spot, we are having a look at the Bo Candy subscription box for the month of August. If you want to feel like a kid in some kind of store, you can click the link down below and subscribe to Bo Candy. Bo Candy sends you international candy from around the globe. That's what international means. And they send it all in one box right to your door every single month. Without further ado, let's grab ourselves a knife. I got red here. I'm going to cut the tape. Here's the box. Actually, I had it upside down. Look at me. Old Butterfingers here. Step 1, open box. Step 2, post at #BoCandy. Step 3, enjoy. And in order to enjoy, I'm going to open up the box. We have our reference here. And we're going to go through these together. First things first, I see this. It looks like Pop Rocks candy. And this is Misan soda candy from Japan. Have you ever had savory soda? No, probably not. Don't worry, I hadn't either. This little pouch is going to change that. Imported directly from Japan, Misan soda candy tastes a little like if you dropped a bouillon cube into a can of Coke. Strange, I know, but you got to try it. I don't know how that sounds. Bouillon cubes, I think gravy. I don't know if I want to be adding gravy to soda, but needless to say, we're going to open this up. Try not to make a mess everywhere. And let's give this a try. Misan soda candy from Japan. Here we go. Wow. You can probably hear it. It's popping in my mouth right now. Not a fan. It kind of tastes like a meat gravy. A meat gravy mixed with like a soda. It's somewhat sweet, somewhat meaty in flavor. Not really a fan, I must say. But the good thing about things like Bo Candy is that you get to try different candies that you probably would not have tried normally. I can't necessarily go into my local convenience store and find Misan candy. It's good that I can actually try it here. Next thing, moving along, we have Rowntree's fruit gums. I have tried Rowntree's before. These are Cadbury fruit gums. Cadbury is a staple British candy. These fruit gums are a chewy gum that is closely related to a Jube Jube than a classic gummy bear. They are very fruity tasting and great some enjoy during. Let me just read that here. It says, and great some enjoy, okay, during a car ride or long movie, as the texture and consistency provides potentially hours of tasty enjoyment. Speaking of tasty enjoyment, I'm still tasting not so much the enjoyable flavor of that Misan candy. Now, I've had these before, maybe not necessarily these flavors. Being British myself, British and Irish, I have had like wine gums, fruit gums. I don't know if maybe you know what, maybe I have not had fruit gums before, but I've had wine gums. And it's made with real fruit juice. We're just going to give, I'm not going to give every piece here a try as they are different flavors, but we'll give the first one a try, see how it tastes. The one thing with these candies is that potentially hours is right. You have to sit and break down the candy. You might be here for hours, you might be here for days, you might be here for weeks, dissolving this very same piece of candy. It is a harder candy. Flavoring is quite nice. But again, I got places to go. Hey, you guys got places to go. You got people to see. You got things to do. You don't have time for me to sit here for the next hour, maybe hour and a half, dissolving this same piece of candy. So we're actually going to put the candy aside. And we're going to move along. Good candy. Good candy. I just got other things I need to be doing. We have Eddie Grax, or Cracks. And this one, trying to see on the description. Oh, this is the Bo Candy exclusive. It's from Turkey. It says, I love everything about these besides the fact that they taste like pizza. Eti is a really interesting company based out of Turkey. Besides making great treats, Eti has created a free high school which thousands of Turkish students graduate from every year, and has also created an archaeological museum entirely funded by Eti to preserve Turkish cultural history. Pretty cool. That is pretty cool. These almost look like little pretzel sticks. To further examine this, further examine my theory, let's pull out one here. And this is from Turkey. Kind of does look like a breadstick. Apparently it tastes like pizza. Let's give it a try. Yeah. I taste the seasoning. Taste a little bit of that kind of oregano flavor. I would say either it would taste like a pizza or it kind of tastes like a spaghetti sauce. It's quite nice though. And it has, let's have a look at the calories on here. I didn't really look at the calories on the other ones, but I'm just curious. It says calories 413. 413 per this bag. Stick crackers. Probably my favorite out of this box so far. So far, we are about halfway through. Next, we have from Bo Candy. Not from Bo Candy per se, but we have, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Let's see if the guide, the little reference guide, can help us. Fruit gums we've covered. Okay, this is, again, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. This is a Bo Candy exclusive. It's from Bulgaria. And it says, last month we had cookies and cream version of this bar. Oh, that's why I recognize the font. Now it's time for peanut butter. Did you know that the main export of Bulgaria is clothing, footwear, steel, and machinery? I can only assume that candy bars will soon be added to the list because they are absolutely impossible to put down. I did like last month's, which was that cookies and cream version. Let's give the peanut butter a try. Try not to get it everywhere. Rosalita. Oh, you guys have been wondering where Rosalita is. Rosalita and I have kind of come to terms with the fact that I'm a slob and she's asking for too much money. Needless to say, we will work our differences out. Maybe she'll eventually come back and start cleaning up after me. I mean, I really should be cleaning up after myself, but there we go. Rosalita, I miss you, but we'll work things out. In the meantime, let's try this. This is the peanut butter flavor of the chocolate bar that we tried last time, and it's from Bulgaria. I can't pronounce the name. I do apologize. Let's give it a try nonetheless. It's kind of like a really, really, really soft, and it could just be due to the heat, a really soft Kit Kat with the peanut butter. As you can see, it's right at the top. It's got like the bachelor pad at the top of the condominium. It's quite nice. It's not as strong of a peanut flavor as I was expecting. Of course, I would say if you have peanut allergies, this would be a no-no. This would be no dice. But that's actually a good, solid chocolate bar. A little soft, but again, that's, I can put that in the fridge and I eat it later. Moving along, we have Choward's Tropical Candy Guava. It says Choward's is a company native to the US, but you'd be surprised if you've had these delectable guava candies before. The cool thing about these square fruit pieces is that they only include 8 ingredients, and when you taste them, you'll agree that they didn't need to add anything else because they're perfect just the way that they are. Only 15 ingredients, eh? Well, let's test that. Sugar, invert sugar, natural and artificial flavors, stearic acid, citric acid, malic acid, mag, stearate, red 4 lake. It seems like that's actually less. Oh no, maybe that is about 8. All right, let's open this up. Guava candies. Guava. I just buy stuff because it is guava, just so I can say guava. What are you eating there? Guava. There's one of them right there. Oh, there's a little bit of, there's a hair there. Choward's. It's actually branded on both sides, just to let you know who owns it. Well, I own it right now. Or actually, I'm just renting it. I don't think they want it back, though. Let's give this a try. Choward's fruit, well, Choward's guava candies. Here we go. Mmm. You know, for a small candy, that's packing a lot of punch. See what I kind of did there? It's tropical candy. I said punch. That's actually a good candy. It kind of tastes like back in the back many moons ago, there used to be like powdered drink mixes. They probably still have them. But there was a mango, and I know it's not quite mango, but there was a mango powder mix that you added water to. It was delicious. It kind of tastes like this, or reminds me of it. It's very refreshing. It's kind of a nice palate cleanser for the other stuff that we've been trying. That could potentially be my favorite. Choward's Guava, product of USA. Let's put that to the side. And I guess the largest other items, we've got a little couple of small candies. We've got Zolt's. Zolt's Blue Raspberry. This is a product of Italy. You may have tried Zolt's before, but had no idea that they are from a foreign country. But turn these over and read the back label, and you'll very clearly see they come from the country of fine wine and spaghetti. Much like the southern part of the country's cuisine, these candies are heavily influenced by citrus and are great to have after a meal. To some regards, I've actually already had a meal as I've consumed this so far. Let's pop open one of these candies. There's a QR code on the back. Pop open one of these candies and give it a try. As I always say with blue candies, or blue raspberry candies, I always say they taste like a blue raspberry icy. Here we go, let's give it a try. That is good. Again, it kind of tastes like a blue raspberry icy. Have you ever gone to a convenience store, you know that little icy with the little polar bear, and there's cherry, there's blue raspberry. It was always a staple for me when I went to a local department store nearby me. I always would get an icy on the way out. And that actually is quite good. I could just sit back. You guys will of course be looking at this for the rest of the time, but I could just sit back and enjoy this candy for the rest of the day. That's quite nice. Okay, let's see what else we have. Well, we've covered the fruit gums, Zolt's, the Choward's Guava, the Bo Candy exclusive candy bar, the Bo Candy Eti Cracks, or Eti Cracks. We've had a look at the Misan soda candy and some assorted hard candies. It says, so I don't have enough space to go into detail about where each candy is from, but the gist of it is it's going to be Milkita milkshake candies from Indonesia, which I've tried before, anise hard candies from Holland, and peanut butter dammies from Mexico. They're all delicious and perfect to snack on after you've finished the big stuff. Excuse me, I'm actually still sucking on this candy. By the way, the price breakdown, if you guys are ever wondering, the price breakdown is $21.50. You save 30% by being a Bo Candy subscriber. So that's good the way that they've broken everything down. So you can actually see where the savings goes into play. Again, I'm not going to actually try the other candies because the other candies technically I've had before, but we did have a look at the meat and the potatoes, even though there weren't no meat and potatoes in here. We were having a look though at the Bo Candy subscription box for the month of August, as Spot continues to suck on his candy. If you guys are interested in checking out and subscribing to Bo Candy, the link will be down below. Right below here, right below the title, right below the, right down there. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more subscription spots heading your way as we have a look at other items that can come to your house every single month. Thanks for watching. See you next time.